Basically, I was on Easter leave, so it was over the Easter period. I mean, Riley's been running around since he was like 11 months old, picking things up quick as, head switched on and sharp. And then when I was on Easter leave, he was kind of wobbly on his feet, and he was a bit poorly, and he was bumping into things, and I was just laughing about it, just saying to Lindsay, look how clumsy he's got. I said, why is he so clumsy, and just laughed it off, and we just kind of put his illnesses and stuff down to like teething and general things that the kids pick up when they're running about. The Easter leave was kind of when he was really at his poorliest. He stopped walking completely. He was just laid on sofa all the time, just sleeping, vomiting, and very, very whingy. I mean, Riley's like really happy little lad, always laughing and smiling, hence the name Smiley Riley. And Lindsay had him in with a health visitor who realised that his head had grown quite some amount, and the soft spot on his head had risen. So she obviously got alarm bells ringing from that, and the fact that he wasn't walking and stuff. So she sent him to the doctors, who sent him back to York Hospital. Like I say, that was on the Monday. They kept him in overnight till the Tuesday, and then they did a CT scan on the Tuesday and found the brain tumour on his brain, found the tumour, and then they just then sent him straight to LGI. And in that 3-week period, then we found this build-up. We had an MRI scan, and we found this build-up of fluid on Riley's brain. They put a shunt into his head to help the flow of the fluid. We had the CT scan to see how the shunt was working, and that's working okay. It's keeping the fluid build-up off his brain. The fluid's moving around nicely, but they'd got the results back by this point from the fluid, and the doctor sat us down, and he basically said the fluid that we took off Riley's brain was riddled with cells. There's nothing more that we can do for Riley. The treatment that he's on now will stop. I'm afraid there's no treatment, because you look into things, don't you? When this kind of thing happens, you look to see what you can find on the internet abroad and stuff like that. So we asked about that, and he was basically like, there's no treatment in the world that we think could help Riley, and if there was, we would recommend it to you and almost probably pay for you to go over wherever and have it done. What we were hoping to do in the beginning was to take Riley, after all this, to Disney World in America, but obviously now it's come to what it has now. What we're using that money for is to do as much as we can with Riley over the next the girls are on their 6 weeks holidays, summer holidays, so over this 6 weeks holidays, we just want to do as much with them as family as possible. We're still hoping to plan a trip to Disneyland Paris. Me and Lindsay would like to thank everybody, from the people that have donated to people that just stop in the street and say, we're thinking about you, if you ever need us for anything or you want to chat with anyone. So from people who've just said kind words to people who've donated money, and the support that everybody's shown throughout York and everywhere is absolutely amazing, and we'd just like to thank everybody for that.